Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring Land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here, and I give you my solo reaction for this comedy scene. I've had a lot of requests in different videos from people that are saying, hey, check out some comedy scenes, check out some movie scenes. And I'm all about it because movie scenes sometimes are a little better than a trailer because you get a lot more consistent, a lot more straight through shot of that, at least that scene ending. And so you get all the context instead of just bits and pieces. I still love the trailers. I mean, that's what this channel's foundation is. But I've got a lot of requests for those. And so the tough thing with that is a lot of the scenes that I am looking through online on YouTube don't have the closed captions, don't have the subtitles. And so I don't know what's being said. And so I was trying to find one that, you know, would be close enough to what the requests were. And I'm excited to check this out. Have I seen Three Idiots? Yes. Me and Gabe did a review for that. One of the first Indian films we watched because it was requested by so much. Because it's a legendary film of Aamir Khan and the other actors that are in it. And so there's so much with Three Idiots where it's on a lot of people's top 5, I would say. It's a very, very popular movie. And I came across this scene on YouTube, the What is a Machine scene. I have not seen this movie since we reviewed it over a year ago. I want to say it was. At least over a year ago. So I'm excited to check it out once again. It's just a 3-minute scene. But I'm curious. Let me know if you want me, obviously more than just me some of the times as well, to react to these scenes from movies, whether we've seen them or haven't seen them. Let me know. I think it's better when you react to a comedy scene or a scene from a movie that you've seen the movie before. So you have the full movie's context and you're revisiting that scene. Let me know if you want more videos like this. If not, then it's just going to be an experiment. Don't forget, if you did like this, if you liked what you saw, you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe. And go ahead and like this video regardless if you would not mind. And then go ahead and check out our 3 Idiots review to see what we thought about that if you have not seen that yet. With all that being said, let's listen to What is a Machine?
What is a machine? आप मुस्कुरा क्यों रहे हैं?
एक्चुअली सर बचपन से चाहता था कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में पढूं. आज यहाँ बैठा हूँ, बहुत मजा आ रहा है सर.
ज्यादा मजा लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. बोलो, मशीन का डेफिनेशन बोलो.
It's like, just tell me the answer.
सर, a machine is anything that reduces human effort, sir.
Will you please elaborate?
Good description right there.
सर, हर वो चीज जो इंसान का काम आसान करे या वक्त बचाए, वो मशीन है सर. गर्मी लग रही है, बटन दबाया, हवा चालू, फैन, मशीन है सर. मीलों दूर आप अपने दोस्त के साथ बात कर सकते हैं, टेलीफोन, मशीन है सर. करोड़ों का हिसाब चुटकी में करता है, कैलकुलेटर, मशीन है सर. सर, एक्चुअली हम मशीनों से घिरे हुए हैं सर. पेन की निब से लेके पैंट की जिप तक सब मशीन है सर. 1 सेकंड में अप, 1 सेकंड में डाउन, अप डाउन, अप डाउन, अप डाउन.
डेफिनेशन क्या है?
सर, वही तो बता रहा हूँ सर.
एग्जाम में ये सब लिखोगे? ये मशीन है. अप डाउन, अप डाउन.
Can't do that as a teacher.
Anybody else? Yes.
Sir, machines are any combination of bodies so connected that their relative motions are constrained, and by which means force and motion may be transmitted and modified as a screw in its nut, or a lever arranged to turn about a fulcrum, or a pulley about its pivot, etc. Especially a construction more or less complex, consisting of a combination of moving parts or simple mechanical elements as wheels, levers, cams, etc.
Wow. Perfect. Please sit down.
Thank you. Thank you.
लेकिन सर, मैंने भी तो वही बताया सर, आसान भाषा में.
आपको अगर सिंपल भाषा पसंद हो तो आर्ट्स एंड कॉमर्स कॉलेज ज्वाइन कीजिए.
लेकिन सर, मतलब भी तो समझ में आना चाहिए. ऐसे किताबी डेफिनेशन रट के क्या फायदा?
आप किताब से ज्यादा जानते हैं. किताब में यही डेफिनेशन है और अगर आपको पास होना हो तो आप यही लिखेंगे.
लेकिन सर, और भी तो किताबें हैं जिसमें... ओह, व्हाई?
आसान भाषा में बाहर जाइए. Idiot. So we were discussing about the machine. अरे, तुम वापस क्यों आए हो?
सर कुछ भूल गया हूँ सर.
क्या?
Instruments that record, analyze, summarize, organize, debate, and explain information that are illustrative, non-illustrative, hardbound, paperback, jacketed, non-jacketed, with forward introduction, table of contents, index that are intended for the enlightenment, understanding, enrichment, enhancement, and education of the human brain through sensory route of vision, sometimes touch.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
किताबें सर, बुक्स. बुक्स भूल गया हूँ सर, ले लो.
तो सीधा सीधा नहीं कह सकते थे?
थोड़ी देर पहले कोशिश की थी सर, लेकिन आपको सीधा सीधा पसंद नहीं आया.
Oh, that's genius. That is absolutely genius. It's a lot of fun. I'm hoping everyone wants me and us to do more of these because it's so much fun to revisit these scenes. As a reviewer, YouTube reviewer, whatever you want to call it, sometimes when you're watching a movie, you're trying to pay very close attention so you don't miss something, things that you want to mention in your review, so you cover the entire movie. At least that's my process. I want to try to do the movie as much justice as possible in our reviews. And with that, there's a chance sometimes where the enjoyment, just the sheer enjoyment of watching a movie, gets kind of lost in that process. And so rewatching a scene like this one right here, brilliant scene, is it brings it back home. And it makes me think a lot about this movie. I've always said I love this movie. I think I gave it an A+, and I stand by that. But I don't think I've ever really had it consistently in my top 5 Indian films that I've seen. And I need to seriously revisit that. Gabe's always been stalwart. Top 3 at least, if not 1, 2, or 3 sometimes, depending throughout the year. And I've always looked at him like, well, I don't think I have it that high. I know I don't have it that high. I may have to revisit that because, there's the All Is Well little video right there in the corner. There's a scene with the main professor. I can't remember what his name is now, but the main guy. And I'm just thinking to myself, this movie, there's so many parts of this movie. The little knucklehead in the front who recites the textbook definition. I mean, I love what happens to his character. He's a goofball, though. But his character, it adds to this movie in a lot of ways as that little punk that you just, like that fly you want to swat at. This is a great film. And so I've got to revisit where I have it ranked on my top 5. Again, I don't think anyone in the YouTube world or anyone in the world in general is really losing sleep on what my top 5 is. But I'm just thinking out loud, this is, wow, it's a great film. And that's just one scene, but it's constructed so perfectly. For example, he gives the definition that, and I'm an educator, he gives the first definition is what I would like. Now, I teach 4th grade. I want students to understand the why, not so much the what. I don't want them to tell me what a numerator is from a dictionary definition as far as a fraction goes. I want them to be able to say what it means. What does that numerator mean? It means how many pieces of that fraction you have. How many pieces of the required pieces for the whole, the denominator, you have in that fraction. That's what the numerator is. It tells you how many pieces you have. If you have 5/7, you have 5 out of the required 7 to make that a whole. I want them to be able to explain that in their words, but be able to explain it to where I can see, yes, you understand it. I don't want them to say it's the top number, because that's not a deeper understanding. I think that's what gets lost with this situation right here, where the other guy just spits off the dictionary. Congratulations, you memorized that definition from the dictionary or from the textbook. But Aamir Khan's character, he is saying exactly what it is, the way he understands it. And if you're able to explain it aside from the dictionary definition, and you're able to explain it in your words, and it's correct, and it's not lazy, but it's correct, then you understand it. And so it's hilarious how he comes back. He's like, what'd you forget? And he gives the dictionary, the textbook definition of a book, a very elaborate definition. And he says, why don't you just simply say you wanted your books? Well, I tried doing that earlier. You didn't like it. Which, again, it shows his amazing amount of intelligence. But he does things, he gets it. His character gets it. And that's one of the many things that makes this movie such a great movie. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love this movie. Let me know, what are your thoughts on this scene Is this scene one of the 3 best scenes in the entire movie? That's a really, really tough question to ask. And if you see my polls on favorite actors, I like asking the tough questions. Is there just too many good scenes where this one's not in your top 3? All Is Well is from this movie. Is that like one of the best mantras and songs in any Indian film or film for that matter? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, this movie scene reaction. And with all that being said, please don't forget to do the things to help us out. And don't forget to check out other YouTubers out there that have similar content, whether they have lots of subscribers or few subscribers. Let's spread the love all across the YouTube world. And with all that being said, until next time, goodbye.